everyone. It's great to be back. If you don't know, my name is Paul Serstad. I'm the creator and the director of the upcoming series, Testament, which is what we're all tuned in to talk to you about. We have been away for a little while because some things got moved around, but a little update on what we have been doing. So in August, actually, me and my wife, we went up to Edinburgh and we went to the first time actually to the Fringe Festival. And funnily enough, some of the people working at Angel Studios were over in Edinburgh and they were doing a play. So we actually got to say, there we are, we got to say hi to some of the team at Angel in a very different capacity, which was really lovely. Really enjoyed that. More excitingly, and probably more on what we're doing right now, is episode 1, the kind of second draft of episode 1 for Testament. The series has been written. So I went away for quite a while and I've been chipping away on the first episode to kind of lay that foundation for the rest of the season. So if you don't know, episode 1 starts on the day of Pentecost and moves on from there. So what that did mean is we could, as you can see, we opened the writer's room. So me, Faith and Kenneth, we all got together and I did like a little, I don't know what you call it, a little seminar on what the world that we're building is, because obviously this is an ancient story. This is, a story that's 2,000 years old, and we're telling it in this alternate modern day, as you could see from the clip that you saw there. Why it's an alternate modern day? Because the world would be radically different. We actually had talked about this in one of our previous live streams. The world would be radically different if Jesus hadn't come 2,000 years ago. Our world has been completely changed, whether people believe in it or not. To such an incredible degree. There are a few moments in the book of Acts where we come across spiritual forces. I see it as a very real thing, as something that something was to be battled with. These battles aren't just flesh and blood. They are the principalities and the powers that Jesus was continually upturning. And I think that the early church continued. It would just be great to hear your thoughts on how that can translate into modern day, or how, what the role of other spiritual forces are in this story of Acts.
If you can give a sort of social and political backdrop to the spiritual encounters, because the spiritual encounters are definitely real, and many in the Western world, we've sort of lost sight of that, although in fact it's there in all of contemporary culture. You just have to look at Strange Things and everything that our imaginations are full of. The spiritual power encounters are transformative moments in the storyline, so you have to have them. But then don't sort of over-spiritualize them, I would say, but see them like the woman, she and Lydia are both there in Philippi, where Paul runs into both of them. And it's like two women mirroring different aspects of the society, because Lydia's a successful businesswoman in her own right, and this poor slave girl has been really used for her spiritual powers by people who are exploiting her, trafficking her, we could say.
Doing something more than just being a flame on somebody's head is actually bringing some kind of direction and momentum to the lives of the believers.
Like the pillar of fire that you
taking them somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly right, yeah. In a dark place that they didn't understand.
Yeah.
And so we have the tongues of fire and the breath of God, the wind of the Holy Spirit coming into the upper room, but it is not able to contain them in the room, because that is not the purpose of the work of the Holy Spirit. It's to push the people into the marketplace, to speak a language that they understand, and to declare the praises of God, which is the work of the Holy Spirit, to point people to Jesus and say, this is what it's about. So,
I like the illumination, the whole bringing everything to people's remembrance,
Yep.
And that, the idea of just illuminating what was dark into light, or what wasn't revealed.
Yeah.
With the children of Israel coming out, and the presence of God was with them in the form of cloud and fire, and that presence was always following. Even when they were complaining, the presence was there. Even when they were in hardship, the presence was there. So I think from the disciples themselves, translating that continuous omnipresent presence of God
Hey everyone, welcome to the Testament live stream. Really great to have you here with us today. It is 9 o'clock where I am over in London, UK. Tell you what, let me know what time it is where you guys are at right now and where you're watching from. Let's let that Facebook algorithm, that YouTube algorithm know that people are watching. It always helps. I have to say, first of all, apologies for any sort of connection error. We're having a little bit of trouble on my side, basically, over here. So apologies, but our video should be all nice and crisp. But do let me know when you're calling in from, and calling in from, what we're talking about, where you're watching from, because it'd be great to know. What I love about these live streams is that there's people all over the world tuning in, and it's just really great encouragement. I love that there's people from Mississippi, North Carolina. Awesome, love it. If you don't know, my name is Paul Serstad. I am the creator, director of Testament, which is an upcoming series that is going to retell the story of the Book of Acts, but set in an alternate modern day. Very bold, very new direction to be taking, but I'm excited. I hope you guys are. And we've got a big announcement. We've got a really good show today. We've got a lot of stuff to show you, and something that I'm going to announce very soon after this clip. So stick around. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to be making the announcement. I'm actually going to be joined by Kenneth, who's one of the writers on the series, and also took part in the film that inspired it all. So if you are interested, if you are excited for this project, what I'd love you to do is head over to angel.com/testament, and that's where you can express your interest. And all that means is that when we open our investment round, when we open up our crowdfunding, you'll have the possibility to invest into a series, to own a part of the series. And we're going to use that money to finance season 1 of Testament, the series. And also in this little show that we got to do today, we're going to be exploring what it means to be scrappy. Angel have called us scrappy. It's a word that we've heard again and again. So today we're going to be exploring what scrappy means, how it works, how it's in our workflow. And yeah, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good show. And as well, lastly, before I forget and before we move on to something else, do ask any questions that you might have in the chat. And then at the end of the live stream, I'll do my best to answer as many questions as I can. And really, the more questions you ask, the more questions I'll answer. So up to you guys. That's all in your hands, which is what this whole thing's about. It's in your hands. So what we're going to do now is watch a small part of Testament, the film that's serving as the inspiration for the series. And that's going to give you a little flavor of what we're doing, how we did it, on a very minimal budget, which we'll talk about later. And then after that, me and Kenneth are going to announce the big announcement, which we're really excited to share for you. It's been a long time coming, but we're excited. So here is a small clip from Testament, the Parables Retold movie.
You all right?
I'm not used to all this running and hiding. It puts me on edge.
Did you enjoy the meeting, though?
Yeah, it was good. And nice of you to include that story for the children at the end.
Oh, actually, that was more for the adults in the room.
Really?
Yeah. What did you make of it?
Well, it was the sowing.
Mm-hmm.
And the seeds?
The sowing of the... You didn't understand it?
No, I didn't.
That's okay. To be honest, we didn't understand it the first time you told it. No, he had to explain it to us afterwards in private.
So wait, Jesus would tell this story to everyone?
Oh, he told loads of stories. He talked like that all the time. He'd leave half of his listeners baffled, enrage the ministers, and then leave us to figure out what those stories meant.
But why?
Why what?
But why teach with stories? Doesn't that make everything confusing?
I mean, you should know, right? That's what you're doing, writing his story.
No. This is for a friend back home. A report, more of a report. Words, the facts.
Okay, can I give you some advice? Facts are good. And words, they can impact a moment. But a story, a really good story, that can change a life. Come on, it's just a bit further. Way.
Truth.
Life.
You have a warehouse? How?
Generous donation from the Barnabas family. Have you met James before?
As in Jesus' brother? Yeah, briefly when we first arrived.
They're all waiting at the council room. James is getting worried.
Understandably.
Hi there.
Zach, Luke, good to meet you.
Just through there.
Should I?
Yes!
They managed to evacuate before the guards got there.
What about Ben's gathering?
No word yet.
Mary, glad to see you're okay.
Any news on what happened today?
I'm still trying to get a full picture, but they hit us hard. 4 safe houses breached and over 20 arrested.
We've lost the majority of the food banks in the city centre.
Why now?
We're still riled up from Paul's antics at the temple.
No, that was days ago.
Truth is, we don't know. Our contacts at the ministerial council aren't responding. Everything seems to be in some kind of lockdown.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Unless Paul's given us up.
He would never do that.
Would be surprising, would it? Given his history.
Deborah, bringing up people's
James,
history.
the last time Paul was here, in this very room, he almost split the church. I'm sorry, but I still don't trust them.
It wasn't him.
And you are?
Sorry. Hi.
We've met. You travelled with Paul, came with him to the capital last week.
Luke.
That's right.
Of course he's going to say
Deborah,
wasn't
please. Well, do you know what's going on?
Maybe. When I was hiding, I heard some of the temple guards talking. It sounded like they were searching for someone in particular. The fisherman.
Clear. It's empty. They knew we'd come here.
No sign of the fisherman, sir. He's not here.
Move on. We keep looking. You can't have gone far.
If he's here, we need to know. Mary, make contact with the remaining safe houses, see if they know anything, find him.
Do you need to come with?
You'll stay here, Luke.
Yeah, I'll see you again, yeah? God willing. Take care. James, keep it up. Don't forget to eat.
Deborah, you and I need to go over strategy for replenishing food supply. David, you're on lookout tonight. And Luke, welcome. Zach will show you where you're staying. Try and get a few hours of sleep. You never know what God has planned for tomorrow.
I don't know what I'm doing. Everyone here seems so confident.
Hey guys, welcome back, and hello, Kenneth.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I'm happy to be here again.
Have you back?
Super excited to be here. And
I mean, to be honest, you are here every week, but often
no, I mean in front of the
so
camera
in front.
to see these amazing people tuning in every week. It's good to be back.
It's great to have you. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's always good to have you here because you bring such energy. You're great.
And I'm excited because you've got like a lot of amazing, massive news coming.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
This live stream.
Do we?
We have.
Is there
From what I know, we have some big news, bro. That's what I know. That's what I've heard anyway.
News to me.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that. If you haven't already, do follow us on our Instagram, which the little kind of channel should come up over there, Testament_series, and over on Facebook as well, which I think is just at Testament Series.
Yeah.
Because it's there that we're going to be doing a lot of, on Instagram we do a lot of our kind of like more casual live streams every other week, which you get to ask questions, we get to chat to you a little bit, and they're just a little bit more personal, a little bit more chilled out. Who knows what's going to happen on those ones? Quite literally.
And on all of our socials, we do show a little bit of extra exclusive stuff that's going on in the world of Testament. So you do want to sign on to those socials for sure.
That's true. And YouTube, of course. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're a Testament series over on YouTube, youtube.com/Testament series. So we have got we've got news, Kenneth. Now, Kenneth, just before I reveal to everyone, and also, can I just say that I love this, that we've got Deborah from Spain joining us.
Hello, Deborah.
Willie from Washington, D.C. Elaine from Wanata, Indiana. We've got Unikuka from North Carolina.
Hello, hello.
We've got Suzanne from Mississippi.
Hello, Suzanne.
I love this. Look at that already. So many places in the world, all the way from Spain to Mississippi. That's a pretty stretch, isn't it? And over here in London, of course. So, Ken, why are you excited for our announcement?
I'm super excited because it's something that I think our community of followers, when it comes to Testament, have been asking for a long time. They've been asking a question about this special announcement, and I think they deserve this, to be honest.
That's nice.
I think they deserve it. And also, I'm excited because they're about to, I don't want to say it, so I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop here, but I'm super excited because, like I said, they deserve it, and it's something that we've been waiting for a long time.
It is.
And it's something that they've been asking for a little while. So,
So it comes with bad news, I'm afraid. And the bad news is that in 2 weeks' time, we won't be doing our live stream on Wednesday. We will be doing, however, our live stream on Thursday. Actually, for us, Kenneth, it's going to be Friday morning. It's going to be 1 a.m. for us.
Oh, yeah.
Which for over in, if you're on Mountain Time, I think that's around 6 p.m., which is great. And there's a reason why we're doing it that late, because I think Thursday night is a good time for a movie night.
It's a good movie night,
isn't it?
Huge movie night. Yeah.
We're really happy, guys, because we are releasing the full film of Testament, the Parables Retold, over on the Angel Studios app.
Let's
That's right.
go.
Come on. It's exciting.
Let's go.
If you guys have been wanting to see the film, and there's been a lot of questions like, is this a film? Is this a series? It's both.
When can we see the film?
Exactly.
When they watch the trailer, that's when we get a lot. Now you're going to see it. You're going to see it. October the 6th.
But more than that, we're actually going to be doing a watch party over on our live stream.
Yes.
So we are going to be all joining together over on these different platforms, and we will be watching the film live on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
you can get your popcorn and watch it with us.
That's a great idea.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really good.
Are we getting? We're going to have popcorn at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I'll do it. Why not? Why not?
Brilliant. So put it in your calendars.
October the 6th.
October the 6th. At 6 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yes, please tell your friends, your family, your extended family, your dogs, your cat, everybody. Tell them we want them to watch this film because we really think it's going to make a huge impact. And also, we genuinely think that this will kind of show you what we're looking to do with the series. You know, this paints a vision. This helps paint our vision for the series, and you guys can watch that and hopefully go on to support the series.
And it's the film that got us here.
Yeah,
you know, it's the film that we actually submitted to Angel and the jury there. We actually put it to a lot of distributors, and to be honest, they all wanted it. They all wanted the film, but we had our hearts set on Angel Studios because we saw their reach. You know? So if you are part of that Angel jury, hey guys, thank you so much for passing it and for wanting that. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to show you a little trailer again of the upcoming film, Testament, the Parables Retold, and a special look of some of the behind the scenes and some of the featurettes that are in the making. So here is the trailer and a special look at Testament, the Parables Retold.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I came all this way with Paul for him to get himself arrested.
And you are?
Luke.
You a doctor, Luke?
He's also a writer.
Did Jesus like telling stories?
He told loads of stories. He talked like that all the time.
But why?
There was once a sower.
There was one young woman who thought the very same.
Once a man on his own journey.
Found the treasure of the great maestro and the 3 talented students.
We need to keep the city safe.
James is getting worried.
Understandably.
Luke, come on. We waited for you for 4 days and you never came.
Our net will be his story.
Testament is unlike anything you've seen before. And I know that sounds cheesy.
Luke in this story is the storyteller in a way. In a lot of projects you feel that there's a character that sort of embodies the keyhole for the audience to see through, and I think that Luke can sort of take that position. He's sort of continuous through this journey, meeting and coming across all the different people that he does come across.
Mary is very focused. She's on the go all the time, but there's a natural joy with her. She has purpose and she moves with that in mind.
Have you met James before?
As in Jesus' brother? Yeah, briefly when we first arrived.
James can see that Luke is maybe a little bit lost, and he's trying to figure out what his meaning is and his purposes in all of this, and James is able to just guide him to where he needs to be.
Did Jesus like telling stories as a kid? I mean,
not particularly more than anyone else as far as I can remember.
The person of Jesus, Luke knows as a saviour, as a healer, as a miracle worker. But in this film, it's the first time that Luke encounters or even hears about Jesus as a storyteller, and it baffles him.
Would you like to hear a story that Jesus told us?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, what do you think?
he's a student, I think. You know, the more I've gone through this project, the more people I've met, the more characters that Luke's had to interact with. The one continuous thing is that he's constantly learning and he's constantly listening.
Okay, can I give you some advice? Facts are good, and words, they can impact a moment, but a story, a really good story, that can change a life.
But I think it's something for audiences to take away. What is the importance of story? As individuals, but also as believers, what does story mean to us, and what, more importantly, does it mean in the context of God's plan?
So let's do this. Thank you. Let's go.
Woo! I'm excited, man.
So excited.
I hope you guys are excited as well. It's good. So in case you missed the big news, we are releasing the full feature-length film of Testament, The Parables Retold, over on the Angel app, which you can download if you're on Google Play, if you're on Apple, on a lot of things. Just type in Angel Studios, I think, and then that's the app, and you can just download that, and that's where you'll be able to watch it. But if you want to watch it with a bunch of people watching from all over the world, we are doing a live stream of that on the same day that we're releasing the film, on October the 6th, which is 2 weeks and a day from right now.
And you don't want to miss it. Trust
you don't
me,
want to miss
it's an
it.
amazing film.
Yeah, it's great, and it's, as I said, it is the film that got us here.
Yeah.
And it is the film that we've countlessly been called Scrappy for. It's Scrappy, Scrappy, Scrappy. And I think that is really because, before I carry on, I just want to thank, we had Grant D, and we had somebody, an anonymous person from California, who expressed their interest, which is amazing. Thank you so much, guys. That's what this is about. So if you also want to express interest, it means that when we open that investment round, you'll have the chance to invest into the series. Plus, we are throwing in the film as well, kind of like a freebie, because we just want the Testament family to own a part of all of it.
That's it.
So over at angel.com/testament,
yes,
that's where you can express your interest. But yeah, the film. So the film, filmmaking is an expensive business.
Very expensive.
And if you guys know the Angel model at all, it's they're raising millions really for projects, which is incredible. However, we made this film for substantially less. I think the full budget for the film was, and that's including the short films as well. So we did 5 short films called The Parables Retold, and then interwove a larger storyline around that. So it's a bit of an anthology film. When you watch it in 2 weeks' time, it is an unusual way to tell a story, but I mean, I'm so happy with the way it comes out.
Honestly.
And it's a great way just to explore storytelling in the context of God's plan. So the whole thing, I think we converted into dollars, is $55,000.
Now, anyone who's a part of the film world knows that is incredibly low.
Incredibly low.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I know for a fact that is lower than the budget for some of the short films used as the torches for for some of the angel stuff. So I mean, this wasn't done easily. We did it over a long time. And really with some amazing support and help from people. That really were godsends.
100%.
I mean, actually, Kenneth here. Kenneth stars in the film as John Mark.
Yes.
But for the first week of the film, Ken.
This is funny. Okay.
I mean, why do you go?
Yeah, so for the first week of the film, I was very much helping out behind the camera. So I was the person with my sister Faith. We would go and get people's lunches. We would travel all around London, kind of trying to get lunches to kind of serve the people working in front of the camera and behind the camera. A lot of those people didn't know that I was an actor, so I think they just thought I was a person who was providing lunches.
You got to act in we filmed the Testament section over 2 weeks, so you've got to act in the second week.
So the first week, I was just getting people's lunches. So by the time we got to the second week and I was in front of the camera, everyone was so confused. It was such a funny experience. But I genuinely did love both experiences, from behind the camera and in front of the camera. It was really cool. But it was something that we needed to do. In terms of everyone had to kind of go the extra mile, so anything to get this film out there. And when you see the film, it is genuinely incredible. And I think it's going to make a huge impact. So once again, please, on October the 6th, when it comes out, please share it with your friends, your family, everybody. We want everyone to see this film, and from it, you can see what we're trying to do with the series, which will be coming out. So
and what's great about it is, and what's specifically great about the Angel platform is that it is a global release. What we love about this is it's not tied to any just one place. We're based here in the UK, and actually we don't get a lot of the faith-based films or TV shows that the States are blessed enough to have. So when Angel started making this kind of available everywhere, anywhere, it was just a beautiful thing. And that's why I'm so excited to be with Angel Studios for that. But I mean,
Scrappy.
Talking about the scrappiness, all right, we're gonna. I've had some comments about. By the way, Eastern time is 2 hours ahead of Mountain time, so it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time.
October the 6th, 8 p.m.
6 p.m. Mountain time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And if you're in London, it's 1 a.m. So that's a Red Bull day. But so we actually started this whole thing with a story of the Sower, and we started this with absolutely zero in the bank account, zero anything. We actually did an event here where we did some spoken words, we did some poems, we did some music
as well.
We did a bake sale out the front. Literally, a friend just baked loads of cookies and cakes. I think I bought more than anybody else. But I think we scraped together about £1,500, which is, I guess, $1,800, $2,000, something like that. And that's what we used to make the Sower. And I don't know how or why people came on board, but Marin A, $500 from California. Thank you so much for expressing interest for that. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. But we scraped that together, and I put out a post, and saying, hey, listen, we don't have much money, but if you're up for it, we want to tell this story. And so many people came together. So the Sower was the first short film I had done with a bigger crew, and actually with people who were expert in their fields, which is a beautiful thing to do. I was, I loved it. It was the kind of start. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to show you the trailers for each of the 5 short films that are all inside the full feature film of Testament, The Parables Retold. So here is the trailer for The Sower, and I'll see you in a minute.
Sorry, I don't mean to bother you, but did you say you got a random gift? I'm guessing you haven't heard then.
Heard what?
There's been a string of these gifts randomly left outside people's houses. You haven't opened it.
No, she hasn't.
Go home and make sure no one sees you and hide it. You have my word, I won't tell another soul.
Hey guys, okay. So that was the trailer for the Sower. I got a little bit lost in what I was doing there. That was the trailer for the Sower. Before we go to our next trailer, do head over to angel.com/testament where you can express your interest. So when we do open that investment round, you can invest and own part of the series. So then after the Sower, we made the Good Samaritan, which again, that finance came in a weird way.
Yeah.
I was showing the kind of trailer for the Sower, and a small TV channel just wanted to give us some money. So they gave us £2,000, which is about $2,500, to make the Good Samaritan. So all the people that were in the Sower, I called them up and they were like, yeah, we'll come back. And I was like, okay, that's really lovely. And we made the Good Samaritan.
And just to say, these budgets obviously not a lot, but when you see the film, it's going to blow you away. Like what you could do with such a small budget and the film we've made. I think it's really, and this is someone who's talking as someone who's watched the film from the outside. It's incredible. So I'm so excited for you to see it.
Because I think, and I'll say this again as well, because what Scrappy means, I think, is not how much you spend, but it's how much you get for what you spend.
That's
You know, so, and that is a methodology that we're going to be taking with the big budget that we're going to get for the series. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, but no more from me. Here is the trailer for The Good Samaritan.
Yes.
Hey, white collar, you lost.
You people. You don't want to mess with me.
Can you repeat that?
Actually, to remember, I mean, I know on Testament you got all the food.
Yeah.
But on the Sower, I was up the day before each one making sandwiches for everyone.
Oh, yeah, for everyone's lunch.
That's the budget level we were at. You know, we don't have a caterer, cool. I'll make the sandwiches. It got better each time, and that was really cool. The next one, we were really blessed. There was a church actually over in Norfolk, which is a little way away from London, about 2 hours drive from London, and that church wanted to host us for the telling of the hidden treasure.
Yeah.
And they put us up in their homes. They catered for us. They were our transport. They gave us locations for free. That was just a really beautiful time for us, because after the first day, we actually just hung out with one of the guys who had lent us their house, and he made a barbecue for us.
Wow.
Because they wanted to see this story and support a God-focused project. And actually, it's a really beautiful story that we got to tell. So here, it was the third one that we made, which was the story of the hidden treasure.
We found something there. Something that makes this all worthwhile. About the field.
It's for sale. That's what you wanted to hear, wasn't it?
Never stop surprising me, Matthew. We're buying a field a few miles from here.
A field? We're not even going to have a house.
So how much does he want for it?
It's not as simple as that.
Now, Paul, I've got to say that this is the one that always makes me cry, and probably makes a lot of people emotional when they watch it. That one in particular, is the hidden treasure, is one that really hits home, doesn't it? Hits me, emotionally. So I can't wait for some tears to be shed on October the 6th, just put it that way.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because that stuff resonates with certain people, you know, a special kind of way. And yeah, there's been certainly a group that this film really seems to resonate with, which is great as a filmmaker when something like that happens. I'm excited. So I've just seen someone saying, so is this a movie or a series? And it's a great time for me to remind you that this is going to be a series. We're going to be doing a series retelling the story of the Book of Acts set in a modern day. But what we're showing you now is the film that actually serves as the inspiration. It made it possible. We made this film, with kind of the scrappiness that we had, what little we had, and we just put this together. And actually, it turns out that people loved it. All the distributors wanted it. Angel wanted it. And then they kind of challenged us, like, would you be up? Have you ever thought about making a series? And we were like, yeah, of course we've thought about it. I mean, you kept on talking about, we should do the council spin-off and stuff like that. So this is, what we're doing now is we're expressing interest, we're gauging interest, for the series, which is going to start on the day of Pentecost and go forward throughout the Book of Acts. I was too close there, wasn't I? Sorry.
It's okay.
So do head over to angel.com/testament to learn more. Then second to last, we did The Talents, which, as my DOP says, that was a 4-day shoot packed into 3 days. That was a real push for that one. And again, we found the money very by chance. Kind of a trust decided to make it possible for us, which we're very grateful for. So The Talents, I mean, it takes different spin, doesn't it? Guys, enjoy the trailer for The Talents.
So, my final lesson to you, my most devoted students, is this.
Don't get me wrong, I have learned a lot from Maestro. A lot.
Maestro told us to share our talents, right?
No, I'm no maestro.
Each one of you has been given a great gift. Talents of different degrees and of varying amounts. They should not be withheld, contained, set aside for a rainy day, but they should be used. And one day, I expect to see what you've done with it. Now go forth and share what you have with the world.
I mean, we were blessed to get some beautiful shots there, but that's, again, a friend of ours who did all the dialogue edit and the kind of sound on the Parable films. He worked at a school and was like, hey, you can use the theatre at the school. I think our signal is really quite bad here. I'm very sorry about the quality on our side if you are getting what I'm seeing, but it will be better on the little video clip, so I won't talk much. And then the film that we did just before we did the full film is The Parable of the Rich Fool, which is like The Talents, actually a hard story to tell. It's not a feel good, is it?
No, it's not. It's definitely makes you think, doesn't it?
It does, and I think that's what the parables, when Jesus told it, is to challenge or to encourage. It's different. So we didn't want to shy away from that. So lastly, here is what am I saying? It is the trailer for The Rich Fool.
So the owners have decided to sell this place.
I don't know what's going to happen with the business.
So the last interview didn't go well.
Yeah, or the one before that.
He's been meeting me at the job seekers office. They're really struggling and he's hurt. Redundancy's tough. Okay, don't be so hard on yourself.
You got this, Lacey.
I know things are different now. I just hope not too different.
Don't you doubt me. I'm gonna change the world.
And there we have it. That was the 5th short film that we made that concluded our Parables Retold section that appears in the full feature film, Testament, the Parables Retold, which is being released
on October the 6th
on the Angel platform.
Yes.
At 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. on the 7th in the UK. So that's how we're doing a watch party. So do tune in for the live stream in 2 weeks and 1 day's time.
And remember, this is the film that put the vision together to make the series that we're going to do. So we want you to watch it and see our hearts behind it. And from there, hopefully, go on to make the series.
Exactly. Give you a little feel, a little vibe on kind of what we're trying to do. And how we do. But being scrappy, I mean, and what I think, just to explore this a little bit more, because I mean, I remember when Jordan said it in that live stream, Toysi kind of was like, "Whoa, hold on." But it's because films are made for such a large amount of money, and to be honest, now I am all out of favors. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think all the people that I've ever called, I now owe them, if anything. But being scrappy it starts with being faithful in what you have, faithful in the little. And I got these little cameras here because this little thing. I always say that people can film on their mobile phones, but actually, when I started making films, mobile phones were not a good option for making films. This was even better. So we've
got a comment.
Can't wait to watch the movie. Love the concept. In Florida here. Hey, man.
Hey, thank you so much, John.
Hey, John. I can't wait for you to watch it, John. I can't wait.
October the 6th, you'll be able to watch it.
October the 6th. But this is the first camera that I actually made an hour-long feature film, like an action adventure on this, which no one is ever going to see because it is abysmal. But I think there's something for that. When you're starting out, when you're doing stuff, just be brave and just do it because you'll learn by doing it. 100%. And then like when I got this, which is the Canon 60D, I got this when I was training to be an actor. I was just interested in photography. We actually filmed a version of the Good Samaritan on this camera. Not the one that you saw there, but like a pilot tester idea for it, so I could share with other pastors and stuff to be like, does this seem like something that's a good idea? And they were all like, yeah, definitely. So we made it properly. And actually what we filmed the whole feature film on is this, which isn't too much bigger. It's a Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera. And these are just tools.
Yeah, this is like your favorite thing in the world, though, Paul.
Yeah, I love this. This is great. We're not going to use this for the series, though. We're gonna go a little bit fancier. But it is about the tool. It is about the people. I'm so excited for this show. Yes, Lynn David.
We're so excited for you to see the film and the show.
And the show.
Do. Yeah.
But over the years, you start to invest in bigger things and better things, and it does increase your productivity, it increases your quality, and that's what we're doing with this series. But it doesn't mean that whether we're making something on this, or one of those big cameras, it's still squeezing every little ounce that you can.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to be, the feature film was done the Testament section was done for about £30,000, which is about $35,000. The whole thing was about $55,000. And you'll see when you go to express interest that we're going to be looking to raise, because our budget for the series is about $5 million. And for a TV series, to actually, pay everyone a decent wage of what they're doing, filming over 4 months, not including the pre-production and the post-production. But $5 million actually is gonna cover us to do a whole 8-episode season 1 of the series, and it's going to be of the quality that you guys love, that you guys are used to, that you guys want. And so that's kind of what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about.
I'm super excited. So if you are watching and tuning in and you're excited like we are, please go to angel.com/testament to express your interest, so that when we open up the rounds for giving, you can do that. Investing, sorry, that's the word.
Yeah.
Investing. That's important. Investing.
You'll own a part of it, which is great. So right now, what I've done is I've put together a little rule list. After this, I'm going to answer some questions. We'll answer some questions that people have been putting forward. But there's a few rules that you've got to bear in mind when being scrappy. And I've thought about these long and hard. So here are my 5 rules for being scrappy. Scrappy for our filmmaking style. They did, with Scrappy.
Is it? Why Scrappy?
Why Scrappy? Because they heard the budget of what we made the film for, and they were like, no way did you make the film for that much money.
Why not creative instead of Scrappy?
You see, that's what I'd go for, Joy, but they preferred Scrappy. So, and I'm not letting them live it down, so I'm just going to keep on just reminding.
I will never forget.
Yeah, Angel got called to Scrappy. I think it's a positive.
It's one thing to dream dreams. It's another thing to bring it to reality. Tell us a little bit about the journey that you went through.
You know, I think when Jesus talks about being faithful in a little, I think that's really key.
This is my first camera that I shot a movie on with my best friend.
I think a lot of us, when we dream our dreams and when we say this is what we want to achieve, we immediately think of the end, and we immediately think what that's going to look like and what the big stuff's going to look like. But I mean, I've said it before here as well, that now we have incredible cameras in our pockets. Our phones are, and I know everyone says that, and I know it's getting old and very cheesy, but it's just true. And I think what we can start doing is honing our craft and honing what we do and our talents and growing that and nurturing that with what we have. Let's be faithful in the things that we are given.
Yeah, Paul just kind of asked, and I just thought there felt something very safe about doing it with a friend and the community of it all. And wherever there was a call, I answered.
Saw a posting when I read that it was parables being retold in a modern day setting. That kind of caught my imagination, caught my attention.
First time we did the first film, which was The Sower, we just put out a call. We didn't really have any money, and we were like, does anybody fancy doing something like this?
It's been incredible, like to have people that are better at you at doing the things that they are experts in has just been amazing.
Because he's so willing to let us try things. He's got this wonderfully warm way about him, this kind of playful energy that just says, let's give it a go. Let's see what happens.
He brings a certain energy to the project. He's very clear and very, very clear about what he wants. But he still allows you to have that creativity, and that's special.
Testament is probably one of the most interesting projects I've been involved in because it has gradually developed from being initially one short film and then a series of short films, all retelling parables, and then turning into a feature film.
And I won't jump into how much the production budget was for that film, but it was incredible that you were able to pull out such an incredible production value. And it just shows your talent as a filmmaker, but it just got me excited to go, man, what could this guy do if we gave him a proper budget?
Is there another film in the pipeline? Are you beginning to work on something else?
There is some big stuff coming up, which we're really excited for, series actually.
I remember you kept on about, we need to do the council spin-off, we need to do a spin-off from this, we need to do a spin-off of that. And then Jordan's sitting across from me on Zoom and says, have you thought about making this a series?
If the crowd comes in and wants to invest in this series, the possibilities feel endless as to the incredible stories that you can tell and the way you can bring the Bible to life in the book of Acts.
What a journey, and we're only just beginning.
Woohoo! What does it mean to be scrappy? It means we get things done.
Yeah,
right.
I love that. It's true.
It's true.
Yeah,
it is. Just gotta get on and do it. What I only just clocked it now is on that the different budget scale. When it's a Testament 35,000, and I think the next film or the recent ones were Where the Crawdads Sing, and that was 24 million. What I do find funny is that we're still going to be doing an 8-part series for 5. So that the scale will still be quite different.
It's a lot more though than 55k.
It is a lot more than 55k, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
So guys, what we're going to do now is answer any questions that you might have. But before I do, I'm going to remind you to head over to angel.com/testament, where you can express your interest. So that means when we're going to open the investment round, you'll be notified and you'll be able to invest into Testament, the series. You'll own a part of the series, and we've thrown in the feature film as well, which is already made. It's already done. It's finished.
Which you will also get to see on October the 6th. The feature film Testament is coming out October the 6th on the Angel app, which you'll be able to watch. So please join our live stream on October the 6th, where you can watch that with us. And it's going to be good.
Mountain time, at 8 p.m. Eastern time, at 1 a.m. on the 7th, London time.
We're becoming like a little duo here, aren't we?
I know, right? It's going good. Feels like the morning show. Are you ready? Okay, so do we have any questions that are appearing on the screen? Otherwise, I'll just, Are all the main actors geared up to return in the series? And that's from Aaron. Thanks, Aaron. What a great question.
That's for you, definitely not for me.
No, is the short answer, and that's because it's not going to be in the same universe, you can call it. We're restarting, we're resetting. The film is going to be something that lives on its own, but because the film is set 20 years after the resurrection of Jesus. Because the Book of Acts takes place over 20, 30 years, which is amazing when you read it. And go, there's a lot of time being, forwarded here. So a lot of the actors aren't the kind of right age of what they would be for on the day of Pentecost forwards. So we are resetting, that's
there might be some familiar faces.
There'll be some familiar faces.
Not in the same roles, probably, and stuff like that. Probably. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
You won't be the same role, but
no.
You'll be in it. Yet to be announced.
Well, that's news.
So, is this a movie or a series? Great question. And the answer is both. The movie is already finished. It's already done. It's already complete. It's being released in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks and a day. But what we are what we're gauging interest for is a series that's going to retell the Book of Acts in an alternate modern day setting.
Yes.
I hope that answers that question.
So film coming out October the 6th on the Angel platform, on the app, and then the series, which is what the film kind of inspired.
Inspired by the film.
Yeah, inspired by the film. That is what we're looking to do.
Yeah, exactly. Is it going to be on Facebook? Yes, I think so.
Yeah, the live stream.
The live stream, yes. What will happen is we'll do the watch party and we'll watch the film together, but then the film will be taken off afterwards. So then that means after the live stream, after the watch party, the place where you can watch it is on the Angel app, which is available on Google, it's available on Apple, and other places which I do not know off the top of my head, but I do know it's available on those platforms.
Exciting.
How are you going to portray the Holy Spirit with reverence and with real trepidation? And I know that's not the answer you're looking for. We're going to portray the Holy Spirit as, for me, the Book of Acts, the main character is the Holy Spirit.
And also, Therese, we the last live stream that we did, we focused a lot on that. And we answered that in a lot of detail, actually. So if you have got time, feel free to go back and watch that as well. And
last live stream.
Watch our last live stream, and that's all there, but it's fully unpacked, so it's juicy for you to watch.
So you can find it easily on our YouTube channel, and it's called Acts of the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
But
thank you for your question. It's a lovely question.
Great question. Because we want to do it. Want to do him justice, all right, and honor and glory and all of the above. So, guys, that is it for this live stream. Kenneth, thanks, man.
Pleasure to be back, man. I love hanging with you lot. It's so fun. But I think I will be behind the camera next time.
Oh, but you'll be in bed.
I will be back again, though. I will be back again. But it's I love hanging with you guys, and so exciting, everything in the world of Testament. Please do not forget, if you have been watching and you are loving what you're seeing, please feel free to go to angel.com/testament right on the screen there, and you can express your interest.
It's good. You're smooth. You're getting good at this.
I'm not too bad, bro. I'm watching you.
I think next time I'm just gonna.
I'm learning, bro. I'm watching you.
As well, next week we'll be doing like a kind of a more casual live stream on our Instagram. So if you don't follow us yet on Instagram, do that so you can catch up on all good things Testament. And then if you are on Facebook, we're also on there. where kind of a lot of our community is actually, which is really lovely.
Our YouTube channel as well.
And our YouTube channel, of course, which we're going to be putting out a lot more stuff on, I think, over the next few weeks. So kind of scene breakdowns and stuff like that. All good stuff, really exciting. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Again, angel.com/testament to learn more. And we will see you in 2 weeks, 1 day and a few hours for the watch party and the online release of the movie that inspires the series, which we're calling Testament, the Parables Retold.
It's going to be amazing.
Woo! I'm excited.
Yes.
Great. It's going to be great. I can't wait for you guys to watch it. Until then, we love you and we'll see you very soon. Ciao.
Working with Paul, he's very, very clear in what he wants, which is great for an actor.
From sort of the Zoom calls and some of the rehearsals, there was a warmth there, and you could really feel the passion from Paul about this particular project.
Everybody is just, I don't know, just so relaxed, and everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody seems to be at the top of their game.
There was such a buzz, just such a great vibe between everyone, between cast and crew.
Everyone who's here really wants to be here, and you can feel there's a lot of love on this set, man, and it's quite rare on sets.
Is literally the nicest group of people that I have ever worked with. Everyone's been really lovely, super organised, like really organised.
It's been a blast. It's been a very chilled out kind of set, even though there's been a lot going on and a lot of takes, but it's been a really nice environment. That kind of makes the difference, really.
Yeah, I'm massively grateful for Paul and the opportunity to work on Testament.
3, 2, 1.